Welcome back. Well, many people are going to be thinking about prepping for a big Easter meal, and with the family getting together, you want to make sure that maybe you're putting together the good food choices so that way you can be happy and healthy.
That's right. Dr. Judith Rodriguez is the chairperson of UNF's Nutrition and Dietetics. Dietetics?
Dietetics?
There we go, see? That's why you're the chairperson and I am not. All right, we're talking food, and food is always a big part of Easter celebration. So tell me about some of the foods perfect for Easter.
Yes, and so one of the things to keep in mind is that we always want to encourage people to eat healthy all the time. But Easter is really sort of a celebratory time, and during any kind of celebration, Thanksgiving, Easter, whatever,
gotta have fun.
we tend to kind of do a little bit more, but we can always enjoy it. And what I want to point out is that food can be healthy, and it can also have a lot of symbolic meanings. And that's one of the reasons we tend to pick certain foods at certain times of the year, or like a cake for birthday.
Sure.
And if you think about Easter, you've been going through Lent.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, if you think of how Lent starts, you have Mardi Gras, and you have in Rio, other countries, Carnivale. And Carnivale, if you think about it in Latin, means meat goes, because it represents that you're going to give up, you're going to sacrifice, you're going to put symbolically the spirit ahead of the body. And then you celebrate when it's over that you've been giving up all these things. And we tend to do things with eggs, because eggs are an important symbol in almost every culture of rebirth and newness. And so that's why we have the Easter eggs.
It's not just because of the bunny.
It's not just because of the bunny, or the marshmallows.
Right. Or the lovely peas.
Close second, yeah. But I like to point out that although we do have a lot of sweets, and the eggs now, they're plastic and they have candy in them, eggs are actually very nutritious. They're high in choline, which is important for infant and fetal health.
It's how I start my day.
Good.
2 hard-boiled eggs every day.
That's great. And we know now that, it doesn't really affect your blood cholesterol, so it's important to have.
Because I think that was the thought about the yolks, right? People would just eat the egg whites, but not the yolks. But now you say eat the yolks.
Yeah, you really need that lutein, also antioxidant for the eye health. And of course, they're a good source of protein. Okay. So have the eggs. And I think that sometimes, to balance that off with too much, so you don't have too much candy. That's right. And you can also color them in different ways. So this is the commercial food coloring. A lot of times you can use homemade colorings, like just the drops of the natural food colorings. With this one, I just took an onion skin and I wrapped it in the onion skin. So there are lots of things. So if you have beets, you can use the beet juice, all these other ways that you can color. But basically, that's a healthy snack, so I like to encourage it. We tend to either have ham or lamb. Yeah. In this case, I made lamb. And, so many of the prayers and all of that. Yeah,
it's the first thing I said when I walked up. I said, I'll take that.
And it's the prep, too, right? And what goes into the meal. So if you have, like, the salad here, if you don't put in a lot of mayonnaise or what have you, it's a healthier option.
It's a much healthier option.
Okay.
And
this is sitting right next to these that I'm staring at. I'm like, well, I mean,
the salad looks great, but forget the salad. I want to go to these sticky buns. What's this?
Well, you've got portion control here, so you can have your hot cross buns.
I like it. I like it.
Right?
I like it.
Life is about balance, and so you've got the hot cross buns, which usually are only around Easter time. In I think Greek Orthodox, they usually have a bread with a red hard-cooked egg in the middle, and again, that's the symbol of life, and bread is also the staff of life. So there are a lot of important symbolic meanings to food, but I also want to point out that it's not only in Christianity where we have a lot of food symbols. For example, in Judaism, Passover will be coming soon, and again, there you've basically, been giving up food for a while. Because symbolically they had to flee before the bread was leavened, you eat the unleavened matzah. And so that's an important symbol. In Islam, at the end of Ramadan, again, you've been fasting also. And so one of the things you do to break the fast is to have the 3 dates, because dates are supposed to be a symbol of what Muhammad ate after he broke the fast.
Okay.
So it's really interesting that we can eat very healthy kinds of foods. And the hot cross buns are actually healthy because it's kind of a cross between bread and cake. So
I like it.
You got
I like where you're going.
Middle, right?
Got the healthy part of the eggs, the hot cross buns, and finish it off with some peeps.
And you can do fun stuff with the children, have them put the frosting. Now, interesting too, this is grape juice, not wine.
Okay, I was gonna.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I thought that was part of the
Matt was
segment.
eyeing that.
I lost them here. No, but in almost every culture, grape or wine are an important symbol of life and health and the blood of Christ also. So you'll see that in a lot of the religious ceremonies, we tend to either have grape juice or also wine.
Yes.
So it's really an interesting way to, I love to look at food from a nutritional perspective, but also about why we eat certain foods
Why-
outside of
yes.
nutrition. There's some of the symbolic meanings we tend to forget, but they're very important.
Well, that was a fantastically enlightening interview, because when you think about Easter, I mean, it's right.
Sure.
We go to the Easter Bunny, we go to the Peeps, we go to
Right.
the Easter egg hunt, but really, where does all of that come from?
It's great that it has some history behind it. It's
Thank
really
you.
cool. It's
Yeah,
great.
that's great. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you, Dr. Rodriguez, for all the advice. And you can always get more information about UNF's nutrition and dietetic program. It is on their Facebook page, and I'm sure they'll push a lot of content there as well.
All right, well.